I put out a directive today that they all will be terminated and their security clearances will be revoked.
Chris Rufo, who's been on many times on the show, he put this out yesterday. I mean, we're in this time of transparency. Things are coming out and we have receipts to prove it. Look at this, leaked. NSA and CIA officials expressed their desire to have hermaphrodite babies in order to advance trans ideology. An intersex birth would be a great opportunity to raise kids as non-binary and let them choose later. The people who run the surveillance state are insane, and Rufo's got more. And these are leaked documents from insider chats that these people are having. Exclusive NSA, DIA, and Navy intel officials blast libs of TikTok as a effing monster and argue that Ben Shapiro should be expelled from the tribe for constantly spouting hate speech. They also slur Italian Americans as terrible people. This is getting personal. The reason they went after Italian Americans, they were actually talking about Rufo himself, who happens to be Italian. So these are the people in the deep state. These are the people in the agencies that are supposed to make sure that, bad guys aren't coming here and doing terrible things. And what were they mostly doing? They were just having they were probably doing a whole bunch of bad stuff, but at the very least having, let's say, strange chats involving sex and racism and a bunch more. The new director of the National Intelligence, of course, is Tulsi Gabbard. She went on Jesse Waters last night, and guess what? Those people no longer have jobs.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Not so good to see some of these transgender sex chats among the intel officials. What are we going to do about that?
Well, Jesse, what we're going to do has already been done. There are over 100 people from across the intelligence community that contributed to and participated in this, what is really just an egregious violation of trust, what to speak of like basic rules and standards around professionalism. I put out a directive today that they all will be terminated and their security clearances will be revoked. But the thing here, Jesse, is we got to take a step back because this is just barely scratching the surface. When you see what these people were saying, and thanks to Chris Rufo for putting it all out online, they were brazen in using an NSA platform intended for professional use to conduct this kind of really horrific behavior. And they were brazen in doing this because when was the last time anyone was really held accountable? Certainly not over the last 4 years, certainly not over the last 10, maybe 20 years. When we look at some of the biggest violations of the American people's trust in the intelligence communities.
Man, do you see why they really have been going after Tulsi Gabbard for years? Do you see why Hillary Clinton was claiming that Tulsi Gabbard was a Russian asset? This is a woman who only a year ago was being put on a no-fly list here in the United States by the previous regime, literally. But the competency there, that line, what we are going to do has already been done. How much more could you possibly ask from a public servant? Firing all these people, revoking their access, and then saying, we just scratched the surface. We are going to get rid of, we are going to expunge all of these people.